Well, it's about noon or so. Sunday, nice day, nice weather down here, and I'm down in the mall. I'm close to the Lincoln Memorial or the Washington Monument and all that. See the lady behind me? I don't know if she, whatever. Well, what I want to talk about is the Biden forgiveness program. That's up to $20,000 of forgiveness. Now, what they say, they came out yesterday and said they will start taking applications for forgiveness. And this means of people making $125,000 or less, or couples making, $250,000. I mean, that's not poor people. Naima, she left me to go to Atlanta. It's a hip city. Hope you're having fun there. But what's important too is about when it's available to apply. They're saying it's going to be available to apply for that forgiveness in fall, okay? And so it's going to be available to apply in the fall, and they figure like 4 to 6 weeks you'll get approval or whatever. But now that's not definite. There's a lot of stuff on this that's not definite because what's going to happen if somebody takes them to court, and so you're going to have the other party try to stop this by every legal means possible, and that means tying up the courts. And if they do that, that means they may not start the process. So who knows? But I did a video yesterday you should look at because it's about it's on lower my income. If you go to studentaid.gov and look at the tab called lower my income payments, and it's amazing what's available now. And I didn't realize how how great this is. I mean, you can making middle class income and get all your student loans forgiven, man. And if it's really low, you'll get more forgiven. Now, what it's called is the income driven repayment plan. So you're looking for the income driven repayment plan. It's there now. Biden's program will make it a lot easier and a lot more profitable. And the data I showed you was how you could be making like $25,000, have a $90,000 debt payment, and pay only like $800 back. That's it. It's amazing. And that's available now. It's a little more expensive now. Instead of paying off $800, it may cost you $1,600. But if you get in the system now, see if you're eligible for it. And that's by going to studentaid.gov. And when you get there, you're looking for income driven repayment plan, and you could fill out the forms right there. And see, what happens is they didn't want to screw people who didn't have a lot of money in a high debt. So what they were saying, you pay us what you can for, now it's 20 years, next it's going to be only 10 years. You pay us what you can for 10 years, and it could be as low as $1 a month for 10 or 20 years, depending on what law finally happens. And it's gone. No matter how much you owe, the rest of it's gone. I mean, you see $1 a month for 10 years. What's that? So 12 years, $12 is 1 year, right? So that's $120, right, for 10 years. So it's incredible, that program. So you got to look at that, and you could fill out all the forms. You don't have to go and Google, find somebody on their internet that's going to help you with this. That is crazy. They're going to take money from you one way or another. Okay, this is the program, rather. You have $100,000. You have to look at this program, and then and this will be there no matter what happens to the Biden program. It's just whether it's going to take 10 years or 20 years. And actually, what that program does is you only have to pay. Biden's program says only 10% of your a non-discretionary income. So what they're saying, what is non-discretionary, the money you have to pay for rent and living expenses and whatever. And I think what they do, and I'm not positive, I don't use this all the time, but they take what the poverty level. So poverty level is about $18,000. So whatever you make after $18,000, you'll have to pay only 10% of that money. So that's 18,000 on 25, that's $7,000. 10% of $7,000 is $70, right? I think. Check me. Maybe it's $7. And that's all you pay. That's your payment. Not, $10,000 or $1,000. Otherwise, you'd have $1,000 a month payment. So to get from $1,000 a month payment to $7 or $70, Man, that's all you have to do. And bim bam, thank you, man. I am ready to apply. Good. Go and find out. Apply and see how it is. Now, also, there's 800 numbers there you could call. Sure, you're not going to get the people, hang up, answer the phone and help you right away. I mean, especially now with all this going on. But you want to look for ombudsman. So you go to studentaid.gov and you search for ombudsman. They have 800 numbers that work all over to help you. So they have staffed this, and I'm sure they staffed a little more, but it's still going to be. The website was down the first day of this announcement, so it was hard to even get on the website. So that's important to see. So call them. Don't go on the internet. You're going to go on the internet and look for this. You're going to get people, income-driven repayment. You're going to get people who are going to make money from you. They're either going to charge you money up front or take part of the money that you could get yourself and have to give to them. Now that is silly, okay? Because also, they don't write the laws. They're guessing what it is. You want to talk to the people who give out the money. You want to talk to the people who write the laws, not the people who are making money from you. That includes me. That's right. Every program we show you will never ask you for money, but you got to talk to them about what's truth about it. Don't trust me saying this is right, this is wrong. I'm guessing. I met you about 15 years ago in Hollywood. I met you in Hollywood. I got the biggest mouth in Hollywood. That's cool. Yeah, I used to go out there a lot. I haven't been traveling so long since I stopped selling books, because books you had to go city to city and talk to all the local talk shows. And I remember, 20 years ago I did a show with my 2-year-old or 3-year-old sitting on my shoulder. He was off camera waiting for me to go on, and when I went on the air, he started crying, so I went over, picked him, sat him on my shoulder, and I did the interview with my 3-year-old sitting on my shoulder. And that was fun, man. It's always fun to travel. Oh my God, look who's here. My goodness. Look at here.
I'm here.
Hey, you're live on YouTube.
Hello. I love that. Well, we're walking over. So.
Wonderful. So you still, just text me when you're ready.
We'll see you in
I'll be
bit.
back in about an hour or so.
Right.
Wow,
Bye.
funny. No, that's a friend who's staying with us, and she met another friend in town, and I just dropped them off for brunch and happened to ride in, and I had to take her to the train station at 3 o'clock. So that's my day. But you have student loans, you've got to figure this out. Okay, income-driven repayment. So if you make a lot of money, it's not going to appeal to you. But it also happens if you have a dip in income. Last month you had a dip in income, so you do that. Also remember about the student loan stuff, if you paid, in the last 2 years, if you made payments by accident, you could get those back, okay? So maybe you say, I'm going to keep paying even though I don't have to. You can get them back, man. Yeah, and nothing happens. So that's something to do. And also look for the current forgiveness programs. There's a lot of current forgiveness programs that you want to look into, okay? That's studentaid.gov. And just start taking advantage of this stuff, okay? And remember, we're not positive about the Biden thing, but the programs are there now that you could get, pay nothing on your $90,000 student loan or whatever it is. If you only have $10,000, find out about those, because that's a good backup plan. And particularly if you have more than $20,000 or even more than $10,000. There's 20 million people who are going to get $10,000 forgiven, and there's 40 million people who are going to get up to $40,000 forgiven. So it's a total of 40 million. It's 20 of one and 20 of another. So you may not be in that group, and you may have more than 20 or 10 or $20,000. So you want to check out these other things, okay? Okay, I got a few more videos to do, so stay tuned for more